Welcome, everyone. This game is called Moss.
What a magical fantasy
You guys
land
excited
it is.
to learn
Is it
all about
about
Moss?
just a small piece of vegetation growing in a moist area?
It's not, but there's plenty of that, Peter. You'll be thrilled to know.
Oh my god.
It's actually all about Quill. Quill is a young mouse who dreams of greatness beyond the confines of her sleepy community. When an ancient magic is awakened, she becomes linked with another, you, the player.
Me?
Who will take her on their who will take on their role in the story. This is really weirdly written, this. As a distant evil extends its reach, the two of you are called together to embark on an incredible journey brought to life with storybook-style narration that will draw you into a rich world of myth and magic.
Wow.
So this is a PlayStation VR game.
So you are the mouse. You become teeny tiny. Everything's huge.
No, you're not the mouse.
You're not
what?
the mouse. You just help the mouse.
Oh, so you're like an omnipotent spirit.
Exactly.
Oh
and
my
we'll see
God.
properly. It's not from this perspective in the actual game. You'll see in a minute once you get started.
Hey, listen, just
No,
like that.
No, it's not. Thankfully, it's nothing like that.
So have you got some gameplay for us to watch after this?
I absolutely have some gameplay.
Oh,
This
boy.
was just for
My
me to
God.
talk over the top of. But look at all the horrible creatures.
Little mouse with a sword. It's like Reaper Sheep from the Narnia films and the
Oh.
books.
Oh yeah, I
That's
think
a reference
vaguely.
for you.
I
Voiced
would-
by Eddie Izzard.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd never be able to give you the name, but yeah. So here we go. Here's some slightly janky PlayStation VR footage. So the game just starts and you're in this weird cathedral place, and it's incredible. Again, like I love VR, but just
Yeah.
looking around inside this
Yeah.
place, that little ball, that orb, is actually the DualShock controller.
Oh.
So
okay.
it tracks, because I thought you played this with the Move controllers, but
Yeah.
actually you don't. You play them with the DualShock, and so you have to move the controller around to move the orb around. So you need a bit of space.
Okay.
And you can press L2 or R2 to interact with things. So like doors, you can hold R2 and then pull it towards you, and you can sort of confuse enemies. But you also control Quill, by just using the directional buttons and X to jump and square to attack and that sort of stuff.
Right.
But you're sort of linked together.
God.
And this is the very start here.
That's interesting. There aren't actually that many games where the character that's actually engaged in all the action is not you.
Oh yeah, it's
You're
like
actually
Lemmings essentially.
someone
It's
else.
the
Yeah,
next
it's
level.
like Lemmings.
You're just sort of present
Yeah.
for it.
Why is it called Moss? Do you know why?
Because there's
I think
moss.
it's the land of moss.
Ah, there we
believe.
go. But who's that? What is that?
Something spooky's just fallen out.
Is it some moss? Oh.
Ah!
Look, it's Quill.
Look at those big floppy ears. Jesus.
Hers.
Hers,
big
Jesus.
floppy
Oh,
ears.
she's lovely.
She's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. What I like particularly about it is that you can lean right into it, because you're always on the edge of these environments. It's sort of like a set for a play in front of you.
Oh,
It's a
right,
little
yeah.
diorama. You can get right up close to it.
You really can just sort of push your face right into
Oh.
it. There's a bird.
Yeah.
Just a cheeky burb there. And there was a game actually at launch for PlayStation VR, and I think it's on Steam as well for other consoles, called Allumette.
Right.
Which was like this, where it wasn't actually a game, it was sort of a short story film thing, but you were able to sort of poke your head into rooms and have a look around at what was happening.
Oh, that's cool.
But here you actually play it.
Loving the bandana. Look at that.
I know, it's
Style,
nice.
swag
Stylish.
for days.
Yeah.
But this special item that she's picked up allows her to see you, but she's not afraid.
I come in peace.
But she was afraid of a crow.
She was afraid of a crow, but look, she's coming to say hello.
Oh, so she can't talk. She just kind of motions to you and squeaks a little
Mice
bit.
can't talk.
And that's you.
Oh, you look like the weird people from Spirited Away.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
Like
Jesus.
a weird,
The
spooky
mask
ghost
thing.
person.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'd be terrified of that. Imagine that looming over you that big.
How is she not afraid of you? I would be.
Moss, Quill. I keep wanting to call her Moss. Quill is a very brave little mouse.
Moss is the one from the IT crowd.
It is, yeah. Well, they are very similar looking, which
Yeah.
I think is where I'm confused.
I've got a hot ear.
Are you sure you're not just mispronouncing mouse?
Well, it's,
The moth
I mean, I'm just
is running
reading
around.
it as it's written. I'm
Okay.
just doing what I'm told here. So here we go. This is the kind of thing that you do. This is
Platforming here.
very simple earlier on.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Early
But
days.
you've got almost constant narration. It is sort of like a storybook, and from that I get vibes of Brothers: A Tale of
Yeah, I was
Two
thinking
Sons.
that.
But also Trine as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
get really
kind of
big-
triney. The music is trinish.
Yeah, and sort of the setting
And lifting blocks around.
moving blocks around with the wizard.
The wizard. Yeah.
So you can see her there, sort of miming what to do.
I've got
so
a question.
Sometimes she'll mime puzzle.
Can you kill the mouse?
You can't kill the mouse. The
Oh,
mouse.
you don't like drop a brick on her.
No, Michael.
What's the point?
What's the point?
What's wrong with you?
I want to play the mouse game to kill the mousey.
No, you love the mouse.
What was it?
The mouse is your
did
best friend.
Logan Paul like taser a mouse? Is that the
It
same
was a
mouse?
rat,
Dead
Michael.
rat.
A rat, yeah.
We're not here to talk about that, Michael. Thank you very much to Polyarc for sending us the code to this game, Michael.
Yes.
Thanks. Speaking of codes,
Yeah, we've got several.
we've got many to give away.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We'll get into it properly at the end of the video, but it'll be a Twitter giveaway. We've got 4 US and 4 UK codes. So if you've got a PlayStation VR and you like the look of this, which you should because it's reviewing very well, then you can sort of maybe.
It's a whimsical adventure.
Mouse Town here.
Yeah. This
Moss
is where she
isn't-
lives.
I mean, not Moss.
Quill.
Quill isn't the only mouse.
No, she's not the only little fairy tale creature.
There's a little mouse bridge. There's a house of mouse behind you.
There's meese everywhere.
Meese.
So there was some kind of horrible war many years ago.
A mousey war.
The mouse war.
Sort of, yeah. Well, not even a mouse war. Well, lots of creatures were involved.
Oh my
Cats.
god.
And the bad guys won, and there was sort of an exodus of all these, little creatures, and this is where they set up shop. And now with the reintroduction of that little orb thing that she found at the start,
Yeah.
that lets her see you, then this kickstarts her whole adventure to take back what's rightfully
the
there's the
mouse's.
house where the mouse lives.
So
Yes.
do you control the mouse, or is this all totally automated? Are you like
No. The analog stick moves the mouse.
Oh, okay,
Like I'm jumping.
okay.
I'm doing everything right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm leaning forwards with the controller physically
Yeah.
to
Okay,
press.
so you are controlling
So
everything.
you're
I am.
both parties in a
God.
way.
Exactly. But
Right.
sometimes she'll animate to like point at you and wave
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
or high five and stuff like that, which is lovely. It's really nice.
Off she goes.
There's so much attention to detail. Like every time you walk off, you can hear it's like a page turning. So it's just a sound effect.
Okay.
And then every level ends with a sort of storybook kind of thing
Oh,
here.
this is nice.
So she's gone back to her uncle who she lives with. And
There's
uncle says, "What have
nothing-
you found?" It's like Bilbo and Frodo.
Oh
kind of.
yeah. I was going to say there's nothing more charming than anthropomorphized animals, I think.
Isn't there? I cut it out.
Like
that.
furries. Yeah.
No, no, Michael, I'm going to
Nothing
kick you
more
out of this
charming.
room in a minute.
Ruining it. Logan Paul
This-
and furries.
My two favourite things.
The uncle mouse gets on a squirrel that's like a horse that's got a saddle on it, and he
Right.
rides off on the squirrel.
See, that's where things get weird with I said it right first time.
Right, sort
Yes.
of like the
There's
levels
a weird
of
hierarchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Where, like,
the hierarchy
how,
of who's important.
how
and who's not.
Goofy is Mickey's friend, but he's also got a dog called Pluto,
Yeah,
which is
it's
weird.
kind of weird, isn't it?
Oh.
It is fairly horrible.
Nice nighttime segment here. So how complex did these puzzles get? Is there a lot of block moving, or did you get sort of
It's
more
more-
interesting objects?
There are, but then there are enemies and
Of course,
things.
yeah.
There's a sense of scale. There's even like a weird little. I hate to say this, but I don't mean it like this.
Dark Souls.
It's not the Dark Souls
Wow.
of VR games, but there are certain elements, much like Dark Souls. Like I'm doing a literal comparison to an
Okay,
aspect of
for
Dark Souls
example,
1.
Dark Souls.
For example, how Dark Souls 1, you'll go through something and then come back and
Oh,
you'll be
okay.
like, oh,
Yeah.
I opened this gate and I'm back
Yeah.
where I was before.
Yeah.
It does a fair bit of that later on, which I
Yeah.
thought was really cool, all within sort of a small level. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and of course, she's adorable.
She is.
And you want to keep her alive, and you want to help her on her magical quest to make it back to her homeland.
Back to Redwall Cathedral or whatever it was.
Now, this might blow your mind a bit
Yeah.
because you talk about hierarchy. There's an actual deer.
Fucking hell.
That's a
Which
bit
is,
spooky.
which raises all kinds of questions. And equally, look at the size of the helmet, the rusty helmet she's going through there. So I don't know what she's going to do when she gets face to face with, the big bad.
Oh, be like Shadow
how
the
big is the big
Colossus.
bad?
It might be like, look at all this, all the remnants of
What do you
like,
mean
the
big?
war.
But how big is the big bad?
Well, I assume whatever these guys died fighting was pretty big, right?
God, yeah, a dragon.
Yeah, maybe. Fortunately, though, everything she fights so far, I played about 2 hours of it, is sort of that size.
Right.
Oh,
a
little
spider.
tiny.
So there you go. Look, you can just sort of fuck with them. So,
All right, just dragging it around.
Yeah. But equally, you can get hit,
Yeah.
and then you just sort of have to grab her and heal her like that. There are some other ones that fire things at you, so you can grab them and control them and make them fire at their own people. But at the same time, you've also got to move Quill around as well
Yeah.
and avoid the ones that
I'd be
you're not
awful
shooting
at
at.
this. This is like multitasking.
It's
which
a lot
I
of
cannot do.
multitasking, but it's really intuitive and it's so simple. Basically, it's just the two triggers:
Yeah.
square to attack and X to jump, and that's pretty much it. The rest of it is you moving with your head to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
see what's up ahead.
The weirdest thing is that, did you say that Quill needed that special item in order to see you.
I think so. That's implied. Yeah.
Those spiders are getting dragged around and they don't know what's going on.
Absolutely not. They've got no clue.
Yeah. God, this is like that deleted scene from The Hobbit. You know where Gandalf found out that Sauron was coming back? And
It is a little bit, yeah.
And there was all the fire and stuff.
Oh my
There goes
god!
Quill. Quill's off on her adventure.
Bye, Quill. Bye bye. See you later.
There we go. That's all I've got for you guys today.
That's charming.
This was developed and published by Polyarc. Thank you again for sending us the codes. It's out on PlayStation 4 now. And if you want those codes, follow us at Vidiots Official. We'll do a tweet. You just have to retweet it to be in chance with with a chance of winning. We've got codes for 2 regions, so make sure that you've got your nation in your Twitter profile so we can, select you a lot easier.
Get the right region.
Than having to say, sorry, we've given away all the US codes, you daft bugger. Why didn't you do?
Whoa!
Why didn't you live in England?
Why didn't you live in England, you
bloody
loser?
Not Pommy, that's
No,
us.
Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone.
Good ending. Good ending.
Go and play Moss. It's really lovely.